Walking is the crown jewel of senior fitness. Your doctor tells you to do it, your friends do it, and you've probably been told 1,000 times that it's the safest, lowest impact way to protect your heart, manage your weight, and keep your joints lubricated. It's the perfect exercise, or is it? What if I told you that right now, as we speak, millions of older adults are waking up every single morning, putting on their sneakers, and walking themselves straight into severe arthritis, chronic hip bursitis, and debilitating lower back pain? What if the very habit you are doing to save your health is actually grinding down your cartilage, destroying your spinal alignment, and wearing away your joints with every single step you take on that pavement? When you get home from your morning stroll and your knees feel stiff or your lower back has that dull, exhausting ache, what's the first thing you tell yourself? Oh, I'm just getting older. It's just a normal part of aging. In this comprehensive video, we're going to dive deep into the 3 critical walking mistakes that seniors unknowingly make every single day. We are going to look under the skin using advanced anatomical breakdowns so you can see exactly what is happening to your bones. And I am going to give you the precise, step-by-step corrections to instantly shift that painful pressure off your joints and onto your muscles. If you want to walk pain-free well into your 70s, 80s and beyond, lock your eyes on this screen, because what you learn in the next few minutes could save you from a future of walking canes and joint replacement surgeries. Mistake number 1, overstriding. The heavy heel strike. Let's begin with the single most common error, something that almost 90% of walkers do when they try to increase their pace or burn more calories. Overstriding. Think about what happens when you want to walk faster or get a better cardiovascular workout. Your natural instinct tells you to reach out farther with your front leg to cover more ground. It feels right, but mechanically, it is a disaster for your cartilage. Look closely at this anatomical breakdown. When you throw your foot too far out in front of your body's center of gravity, your knee is forced to lock out completely straight. When that heel slams into the asphalt, your leg is positioned at a harsh, rigid angle. Instead of moving your body forward smoothly, your foot is actually acting like a brake. Every single time your heel strikes the ground in an overstride, a massive shockwave of impact, amounting to nearly 2 to 3 times your body weight, shoots straight up your leg. Because your knee is locked straight, your muscles cannot absorb this force. Your quadriceps and hamstrings are completely bypassed. Where does all that pounding go? It gets driven directly into your knee cartilage, your hip sockets, and your lower lumbar spine. Imagine taking 5,000 steps during a morning walk. That means you are slamming a sledgehammer of impact into your joints 5,000 times a day. Over months and years, this constant friction strips away the protective cartilage, leading to bone-on-bone friction, inflammation, and that sharp, throbbing ache that keeps you on the couch all afternoon. The extended correction routine. So how do we fix this without slowing down your workout? The secret to walking faster is not taking longer steps in front of you. It's about pushing off harder from behind you. I want you to try this exact correction next time you step outside. It's called the short and quick method. Step 1. The cadence shift. Instead of reaching forward with your toes, consciously shorten your forward stride by just 3 to 4 inches. Your foot should land almost directly underneath your hips, not way out in front. Step 2. The glute power drive. To maintain your speed, focus on your trailing leg. Use your calf muscles and your glutes to push your body forward off the ground. Think of your back leg as your engine and your front leg as just a landing gear. Step 3. The soft knee landing. Ensure that when your foot makes contact, your knee has a slight imperceptible bend in it. A soft knee acts like a natural coil spring, transferring the impact away from the bone and directly into your powerful thigh muscles. By making this one adjustment, you instantly cut the impact on your knees by up to 50%, transforming your walk from a joint crusher into a muscle builder. Mistake number 2, the dead shoe trap and loss of arch integrity. Now, let's talk about something you wear every day. Your footwear. Mistake number 2 is what I call falling into the dead shoe trap. We all have that one favorite pair of sneakers. They are soft, they are perfectly molded to our feet, and they feel like slippers because we've owned them for 3, 4, or 5 years. You look at the outside, and they look perfectly clean, so you think, these are fine to walk in. But biologically, those shoes might be sabotaging your body. Your feet are the literal foundation of your entire skeletal structure. They contain a delicate arch designed to act as your body's primary shock absorber. Walking shoes are engineered with specialized foam compounds, usually EVA foam, in the midsole to assist this arch. However, walking foam has a strict lifespan. After about 300 to 500 miles of use, which is less than a year for a consistent walker, that foam structurally dies. It loses its resilience even if the fabric on top looks brand new. When you walk in a dead shoe, the midsole collapses under your weight. Look at this animation. Without a firm foundation, your foot undergoes what is called overpronation, meaning your arch collapses completely and your ankle rolls inward. When your ankle rolls inward, it forces your shin bone to twist. When your shin bone twists, it drags your knee joint out of its tracking groove. Now, every time you step, your kneecap is rubbing unevenly against the track of your leg bones. This uneven wear and tear grinds down the cartilage on just one side of your knee, causing localized chronic arthritis that makes climbing stairs an absolute nightmare. The extended correction routine. To protect your joints, you need to perform a shoe diagnostic check right now. Go to your closet and grab your walking shoes. I want you to look at them through 3 specific tests. Test 1, the twist test. Hold the shoe at the heel and the toe and try to wring it out like a wet towel. A good walking shoe should be rigid through the middle. If it twists easily like a piece of rag, it has 0 structural support left. Test 2, the tabletop alignment. Set your shoes on a flat table and look at them from behind at eye level. Are the heels tilting inward or leaning to one side? If the heel counter is warped, that shoe is actively forcing your ankles into a misaligned position. Test 3, the midsole compression. Press your thumb firmly into the side of the white foam sole. If the foam feels rock hard and full of tiny wrinkles, the shock absorption is dead. Your action plan. Replace your walking footwear every 6 to 9 months if you walk daily. Look specifically for shoes labeled for stability or structured walking. You want a shoe with a firm heel counter, meaning when you squeeze the back of the heel, it doesn't collapse easily, and an orthotic-friendly arch support. Saving money on old shoes will only cost you thousands later in medical bills. Mistake number 3, the forward lean and cervical-lumbar. Overload. Our third and final mistake is a posture trap that is incredibly common as we age. The forward lean, driven by looking down at the ground while walking. Now I completely understand why this happens. As we get older, our balance changes, and we become deeply afraid of tripping over an uneven sidewalk, a tree root, or a loose stone. So what do? We drop our chin to our chest and stare directly down at our feet while we walk. But let's look at the devastating math of human physics. Your head weighs roughly 10 to 12 pounds when it is perfectly balanced over your shoulders. That is the weight of a bowling ball. For every single inch you tilt your head forward to look at your feet, you double the relative weight of your head on your spine. By tilting your head down at a 30-degree angle, your neck muscles and your upper back are suddenly struggling to hold up a 40-pound weight. To prevent you from falling face first onto the pavement, due to this heavy forward weight, your lower back muscles have to contract with immense force to keep you upright. This completely shifts your center of gravity forward, forcing your hips to flex and your knees to stay under constant tension. Your entire skeleton is thrown out of balance. This is exactly why, after just 15 or 20 minutes of walking, your neck feels tight, your shoulders burn, and your lower back feels so stiff that you can barely stand up straight. The extended correction routine. You can perfectly scan the ground for safety without destroying your posture. Here is the 3-step alignment reset you should perform before every single walk. Step 1. The horizon scan. Instead of looking right down at your toes, lift your chin until it is parallel to the ground. Train your eyes to look 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. This gives your brain plenty of time to see obstacles, cracks, or rocks long before you reach them, keeping you perfectly safe while preserving your neck alignment. Step 2. The shoulder roll and tuck. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, bring them back and drop them down. Imagine trying to slide your shoulder blades into your back pockets. This opens up your chest, expands your lung capacity, and keeps your spine stacked. Step 3. The helium balloon metaphor. Imagine a string attached to the very top of your head, gently pulling you up toward the sky. This instantly elongates your spine, decompresses your lumbar vertebrae, and distributes your body weight perfectly across your core and glute muscles, leaving your lower back entirely pain-free. Fixing these 3 silent mistakes doesn't require expensive equipment, personal trainers, or hours of grueling therapy. It just requires mindfulness. Tomorrow morning, when you tie your shoes and step out your front door, I want you to remember the checklist. Shorten your stride, inspect your shoes, and look out at the horizon. Turn your daily walk into a source of vitality, health, and deep healing for your joints, rather than a source of wear and tear. If you want to continue learning how to keep your body strong, independent, and pain-free as you age, please take a moment to click that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell. Share this video via text or WhatsApp with a friend or loved one who loves their daily walks. Let's keep our community moving safely. Thank you so much for watching Senior Healthcare. Stay active, stay mindful, and I will see you in our very next video. Take care.